day after Halloween. Reflection's not good. I don't know what Halloween was like for you guys, but for us it was very rainy and cold. And I felt really bad for the kids. But then I remember that when I was a kid, there were times where we had to wear winter coats over our costumes, which was sad because Mom made our costumes. So I haven't been doing too well. Physically, I'm okay, but my mom's still quite ill. She had hernia surgery in May, and fortunately, she's going to have it again. And the hernia is affecting her colitis, and she hasn't been able to retain food. Every time she eats something solid, it just doesn't stay, basically, without getting too graphic. So she's been doing, like, drinking Pedialyte and Gatorade and eating broths and that kind of stuff. And I mean, she's 84 years old. She's lost 20 pounds in the last month. She doesn't even see the specialist until the end of this month. So Lord knows what she's going to wither away to. And who's to say when she gets surgery, if she gets surgery. May not be till sometime in January or February. So the healthcare system in Canada overall is really excellent. In Ontario, unfortunately, it's a lot worse. You see, at one time, the healthcare system, our generalized or socialized, if you want, healthcare system was federally based. I remember it being so it hasn't been that long ago, really. But now it's provincially based. So it differs from one province to the next. And you would think because Ontario was pretty much the wealthiest province, right? Because we have Toronto and Ottawa. You'd think that our healthcare would be better. But the problem is the taxes have to go to infrastructure and that kind of thing. So our healthcare system here in Ontario is lacking severely. And here in my city is particularly lacking because there's just no funds here. And most doctors don't stay, so it's hard to get a specialist because they don't want to deal, because what they did was they tore down the 2 hospitals that we had and they made this big hospital, but nobody wants to work there because it's horribly understaffed. So they don't have any money. So anyways, it's crazy. So you end up waiting a long time, and I'm very frustrated because she doesn't feel good, and she's my mom, and as you probably know if you've been watching this channel, my mother and I are very close. You know, she's like my best friend, and I don't like seeing her suffer. And she's been talking a lot about end-of-life plans because she's made me the executor, and that's pretty much sent me into a spiral. So I've been having a very hard time with my anxiety and my depression. It's been very difficult. I mean, I don't feel suicidal or anything, so, you know, it's not that bad, but I mean, it's all I can do to feel motivated to do anything. I mean, I have lots of things that I want to do, but I liken it to wading through wet cement. You know, it's just such an effort to move. Like yesterday was useless. I did nothing, you know, until I went over to my mom's to shell out, help her give candy out, because she's really not up to that. She hasn't been up to that for a number of years, though, because she's getting older, you know. And that was kind of fun seeing the kids, but it was rainy and cold, and we didn't get that many kids. Although we got more than we thought, so that's good. Today, I did manage to get up and out to my choir practice in the morning, and then I went grocery shopping. It was very chilly today, so I actually asked my mom to drive me to the grocery store, and there was an ulterior motive. I wanted to make sure she was feeling reasonably okay, and she said she was. You know, since she started drinking Pedialyte, she's getting a little more color back, so that's good. At least she's trying to maintain her nutrients. But I keep emphasizing that, like, Mom, drink broth. You know, if you can manage fruit juice, Pedialyte, Gatorade, just like keep up with it, because you don't want to get dehydrated and you don't want to be lacking nutrients. You know, you just, you know, you may not be able to eat solids, but you can get a lot from liquids. But still, she's uncomfortable. You know, she's not really in pain, but she's uncomfortable, and she's, you know, she lacks energy. Although she says she's been feeling better since she started doing the Pedialyte, so that's good. Pedialyte, so that's good. But still, it's frightening. And then her talking about end of life plans whenever we get together, it's just, I mean, I know it's important to talk about it because I need to know what she wants for sure. And there are things that she's going to forget to put in the will, you know. But still, I don't want to lose her. And it sounds ridiculous to say that because she's 84, you know. But still, I certainly don't want to lose her to something as stupid as this. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to see her wither away. You know, if she's going to go, even though it's hard on us, I'd rather it be as quick and as painless as possible, you know. But I guess we all want that for our family. Anyway, so much. This is Halloween, so I'm burning some incense and that kind of stuff. Well, yesterday was Halloween. I'm thinking a lot about what the future holds as far as my mom and that is concerned. And it's making me feel really helpless. You know, there's a lot of things you can protect your loved ones from, but there's a lot of things you can't, and they're inevitable. And it's just hard. It's been a hard couple of weeks for me, you know. And like I say, it's really like you know, you have a good day and then you have 2 days where I just feel like laying in bed all day, you know, and then you're mad at yourself because you're not productive. Like, you should be productive, you know, like you have to, even though you're not working, there are other things you could be doing. I mean, I'm a painter, I'm a sculptor, I have things on the go, but you just look at it and you go, you know, I mean, motivation is the worst thing when you have clinical depression. And I thought about calling my doctor and maybe increasing my drug, and then I thought, the drug is just keeping me from thinking about suicide, which I thought about almost every day of my life for many, many years while I was being bullied in school and that kind of thing. And then a friend of mine thought, why don't you write a memoir about that, focusing on that? Because a lot of people really don't know what it feels like to be tormented like that for years. And then I thought, well, I might, but I sure can't handle it right now. You know, it's going to be a few years before I write something like that, because when I think about it, it makes me spiral down even further. And I don't know. I mean, is it good to think about that when you're spiraling already, or is it bad? I think it's bad. You know, I don't want to do it right now. Anyway. But, you know, it's an everyday fight. It always is. But some days are worse than others. And in this last couple of weeks, it's been a fight. It's been really a struggle. And it's sad, really, because I like autumn. And we've had an actual autumn this year. I mean, we've had fall that started about the second week of September. And it's been really crisp, fresh air, and the leaves are turning. We've had a lot of gorgeous sunny days, as you saw in the previous, like before I started talking, you know, the previous part of the video. Beautiful days, and gorgeous weather, and it's just been a real fall, you know, lovely out. And I'm missing a lot of it because I just don't have, I don't care, you know. I just want my mom to feel better, you know. So I guess that's normal kind of depression. I think anybody would feel depressed during that, but it's worse when you already battle clinical depression, you know. It's much worse then. So it's, yeah, I know I sound such a downer. I don't want to be a downer to anybody watching this. I'm still here. I'm still gonna try. Countdown's on. It's like 3 weeks and she'll see a specialist, and I don't know, hopefully I'm gonna go with her to the specialist office, and if they say, you know, like midwinter, I don't know, I'm gonna put my foot down and say, look it, you know, she can't wait any longer. She's 84 years old. She's going to wither away before then. She won't be weak enough to do the surgery by then. You need to do it sooner, you know, because if they had done this, she has to go to the same surgeon too, which really ticks me off. Apparently, that's the deal. If one surgeon has done something and it hasn't like, I mean, if it hasn't taken, you know, like it didn't do it right or whatever. I'm not saying she didn't do it right, but it certainly didn't work. You can't go to another surgeon because another surgeon won't touch it. Yeah. So that's frustrating. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm going to demand it. I'm just going to say, look, you didn't do this right last spring. You're going to do this again. You're going to do it soon. She's not going through this, you know. I hate the fact that she has to have surgery at all. You know, surgery is scary at her age, especially considering she's had a heart valve replacement. She's got 2 stents in her heart, you know, like, what all her issues. The fact that she has to go for another surgery again, it's terrifying, you know. But you can't go on like this. This is horrible, you know. You can't live like that. It's too hard in your system. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. I have started a couple of projects. I'm trying to do them, but yeah. Anyway, if you've got any words of encouragement, they will gladly be welcomed. I'm probably shaking the table, so I'm probably shaking the table. I mean the camera. Yeah. I don't really have that much more to say. Yeah. That's life right now. Me trying to keep my head above it all. And it's hard. But I have to be strong for her, because she needs me. And I guess that'll help. Okay. That's all I got to say. Sorry. I hope you liked the pictures of the leaves, because they were really pretty. It's very pretty here now. Okay, bye.